Hi guys, you're welcome to Ganity Clothing. Today I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew these unisex joggers from scratch to finish. Stay with me and let's get started. First, you get your fabric folded into two like this on your cutting table and you mark out the bottom allowance. That's 2 inches by the way. And after that, we proceed to taking the length of the trouser. We're marking the length. For you to get it accurate, you must mark from all sides. After that, you make sure you rule out with your ruler to get the accuracy. We proceed to getting the lap. I measure 9 inches from the waistline. I'm taking 9 inches. Then you also measure from the other side as well to get it accurate. And after that, you rule out your lap line. You mark out 0.5 inch on the lap line for cutting. That's the cutting allowance. And after that, you take your lap measurement divided by 2. Now we proceed to getting the knee length. In order to get the knee length, you divide your actual length by 2. For instance, if your length is 40 inches, you divide it by 2, which is 20 inches. If it's 42, you divide it by 2, which is going to give you 21. So after getting that, you rule out. Now you come to this lap measurement. You're going to divide it by 2. That is the measurement you have on the fabric. Mine is 13 divided by 2, which is 6.5. Get the total measurement on this part, which is the 7 inches. That's what you're going to use to mark down, and it will serve as the center of the trouser. So you proceed to getting your ruler and rule down the line. Make sure it is accurate. After that, you proceed to taking your measurement, that's the knee line. You're taking your knee measurement divided by 2. While marking, make sure it is centralized. The total of my knee is actually 22 divided by 2, 11. Getting the middle, 5.5. That's why I have 5.5 on this fabric. So you proceed to the bottom and do the same. You mark out. Take your ruler and make the traces. You also do the same thing on this other part of the fabric. Now, in order to get the curve, you need your curve ruler. Make sure it's properly placed. Correct whatever needs correction. And then you mark out. That's the hip. You just rule a straight line, that is the 0.5, which is the cutting allowance, from the waistline down to connect the hip line. And after that, we're marking our waist. Your waist measurement divided by 4. The waist is not actually 40. I added some allowance to it. 1.5 inch allowance. So you rule down the straight line and then use your curve ruler also to make a curve at the crotch. You come down to your waistline and you subtract an inch, 1 inch. connect the lines from the top of the waistline. So this is what our trouser looks like. Then we proceed to cutting. If you're enjoying this video so far, please subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos. Now you turn the other side of the fabric for the back part. You place the cut out front on this fabric like this, and make sure you iron out. We iron it thoroughly. After that, you draw out a straight line from the crotch. Then you're going to mark out 3 inches. That's because this person is a normal size person. The rest 2 inches. You rule out with your ruler. You're going to add some allowance to the back waist. I'm adding 2.5 inches to the waist of the back. And I'm using freehand sketch to connect the lines. You can use your curve ruler if you want to. At the top of the waistline, I'm going to come out by 2 inches. That's for balancing. And you cut out like this. In order to get the pocket, for the kind of pocket we are using for this trouser, you're going to mark 2 inches and then you mark out 7 inches. Then you proceed to notching. You notch by 0.5 the both sides. Now the 7 inches is going to serve as the pocket, while the 2 inches will be the joining at the edge. We proceed to cutting out the pocket. Make sure you iron. Ironing brings out the best result. Now I'll proceed to cutting, curving the edge like this, just slightly. I confirm my measurements. The width is 7 inches. My pocket length, I'm taking 15 inches for the length. Proceed to cutting out. You just go ahead and place this cutout pocket on the fabric and use this one to cut out the second part. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to watch the sewing tutorial of this cutout joggers. So you go ahead and mark the same measurement you marked on the trouser. That's the 2 inches and the 7 inches. You also notch by 0.5 inch. So that's for the pockets. That's all for the cutting. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Bye.